Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the newly formed Oodua Nation.
Dédé wòyí gbogbo ọkùnrin àti obìnrin káàkiri orí mẹ́rin àgbáláyé níbi tí ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi. Àìgbọ́ràn ló ṣe ìnàkí tó fi rí bó ṣe rí lálákọ̀ọ́kọ́ yẹn, ẹ má bínú. Mo kí n káàbọ̀ sí orí ètò tòní, mo kí n tológun yín, mo kí n tọlọ́wọ̀, mo kí n toníjòyè. Bákan náà, mo kí n tó dùwà o. Kálẹ̀. Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Orúkọ tèmi ni Adé Thomas láti ilé-iṣẹ́ Heritage Television ní ìlú London. Ohun tí a mú wá sí ojú ìwòran yín lọ́jọ́ tòní ni pé a fẹ́ ṣàlàyé ọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa. Ó lọ́rọ̀ kan tá a sọkù lánàá tí mo dẹ̀ rò pé ó yẹ ká yànnàná ẹ̀ fúnra wa dáadáa, nítorí pé àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ló ń jẹ́ mọ́ mi gbẹ́nà. Nígbà tó mo bá gbẹ́nà mọ́, ìjọ̀gbọ̀n fẹ́ wọlé nìyẹn, wàhálà fẹ́ wọlé nìyẹn. Nítorí ìdí èyí, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ bá mi wá nǹkan fìdílé, ẹni tó bá máa bomi kó bomi sọ́dọ̀, ẹni tó bá máa gbé àkàmù sọ́dọ̀, nǹkan tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbé sọ́dọ̀, ẹ gbé sọ́dọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a jọ fún ojú lóúnjẹ ní ìrọ̀lẹ́ yìí. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa gbogbo nílé lóko àti lódò àti lẹ́yìn òde níbi tí tẹ́ bá ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ mi lénìí, mo kí n pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sí orí ètò yìí. Mo kí ọkùnrin, mo kí obìnrin, mo kí onílé, mo kí àlejò. Mo kí àwọn tó máa darapọ̀ mọ́ mi for the first time lọ́jọ́ tòní, mo kí àwọn tó ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ mi ní gbogbo ìgbà pé ṣe dáadáa la bá yín o, ṣe àlàáfíà ni o. King's Joy Concept, thank you. Tawa Kilani Lukman, thank you very much. Oodua Today, thank you. Sunday Adeyemi Olamide, what a beautiful name. Wall Tiger, you're not new anymore. You are now part of the family. Guys, I want to thank you all for joining me. Let me just nip over to Facebook so that I don't leave anybody untouched. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. It's a lovely day where I am. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. It's just right. So today, again, I didn't call Timmy. I will make sure that no matter what happens today, I will make sure I give that my beautiful sister a call. Terry Among Alade Ekabo, Shino Yusuf Ekabo. Gbogbo yín ni mo kí o, lọ́kùnrin, lóbìnrin, lọ́mọdé, lágbàlagbà, lónílé lálejò, gbogbo yín mo kí pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sí orí ètò tòní. Mo dúpẹ́ pé ẹ darapọ̀ mọ́ mi, mo dúpẹ́ pé ẹ jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mi nìkan, mo dúpẹ́ pé gbogbo àti bá ti ń pè yín náà ni ẹ máa ń jẹ́ mi. Mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ pé gbogbo àti bá ti rí mi gbogbo àti bá ti rí mi gbogbo àná ni ẹ máa fi inú dúdùn àti ayọ̀ ẹ máa fi yẹ mi sí. Mo dúpẹ́ èmi náà kí mo yẹ yín náà sí, nítorí pé yíní kẹ́ni ó ṣèbí ní tí ẹ̀ bá wá ń kọ́ kí la lè ṣe sí kò sí nǹkan tá lè ṣe sí. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó ti ń bá mi fi ìfẹ́ hàn lórí ètò yìí lọ́jọ́ tòní nítorí bí mi tí ẹ̀ tí ìsọ̀hún tá a wá sọ gan apá àwọn kan ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fi ìfẹ́ yẹ́ mi sí ìfẹ́ tẹ́ fi ń yẹ́ mi sí ìfẹ́ náà ò ní bàjẹ́ mi ò ní bàjẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ̀yin náà ò ní bàjẹ́ lọ́wọ́ mi a ní bàjẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ara wa a ní tẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ara wa ojú tẹ̀ fi ń wò mí ojú ẹ̀dùn kan kì í fọ́ ojú yóò ní fọ́ ẹ̀ ní fi àìsàn lùgbà ẹ̀ ní bọ́jọ́ ọlọ́jọ́ lọ gbogbo nǹkan tó dáa nílé ayé yín kò ní fi yín sílẹ̀ sí ayé lọ. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí ń tara pọ̀ you are in two places at the same time. Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Guys on YouTube, you are just fantastic. Adenuga Shuibo, thank you very much. I believe you're probably coming here for the first time, so I welcome you with the love of God onto today's broadcast. What I've brought today is that we cannot tell you everything that's going on. Can't. In ṣe gbogbo bí nǹkan bá ṣe ń lọ náà la lè máa gbé sí ojú ìwòran yín. In ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la máa sọ fún yín. Ó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé àwọn kan ní láti mọ̀. Bọ̀ kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà la gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ. Mi ò mọ̀ bóyá ẹ agree pẹ̀lú mi bóyá ẹ agree pẹ̀lú mi. Thank you very much. Because we're not telling you everything, there's so many things you don't know. And because you don't know, you are misjudging the situation and the circumstances. I have the opportunity to speak to people off the camera. Mo lè máa bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ lóòrèkóòrè. Mo bá sọ̀rọ̀, mo bá ìjòyè sọ̀rọ̀. Mo bá wọn tó dàbí àwọn bàbá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Mo bá wọn tí ó tó mi sọ̀rọ̀. Mo bá wọn tó jù mí lọ sọ̀rọ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn ló jù mí lọ́nu yín. Mo bá wọn lọ́gbọ́n sọ̀rọ̀. Mo bá wọn òmùgọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Mo bá wọn olóye sọ̀rọ̀. Mo lè bá akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ pàápàá. Ṣùgbọ́n tí ò bá yé wa nígbà míì, if you don't see all the pictures, you can misjudge the situation. If somebody is coming to you with a cutlass and someone coming to you with a gun, they're coming with a weapon, but they're two different weapons. A cutlass you can run away from, but a gun you might not be able to run away from a gun. That is exactly what is happening in our life. Lánàá mo ní ká má bu ọba, mo ní ká fa àwọn ọba sílẹ̀ láyé wọn, mo ní politician problem wọn nìyẹn, waste of time ni wọn, mo ní àwa gangan ni problem ayé wa. Àwa gangan ni problem ayé wa. And kì í ṣe gbogbo, you can never know everything unless you're in the front line. No matter how you try, you can't see everything. You can't know everything. And what it did to pay, kì í ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ la gbọ́dọ̀ máa sọ fún yín. I thank the people. I seriously want to thank all the people, all our mates, all our colleagues, all our comrades that went to Yewa yesterday. Stop whenever. I thank them because they performed some wonder. They performed wonders. They did very well. They did excellently well. They did brilliantly well. I thank all the people that went to Ondo State as well for the past few days and worked tirelessly there. I bid you safe journey back to your respective locations. Well, I'm not going to tell you what they went there to go and do. I'm not going to tell you who they meet there. I'm not going to even tell you the king and king that were there. Unless you have a proof. And there's no reason behind that proof, then you don't know. I will tell you a story before we continue. One of my brothers said one day that on a live show, that Payo Adebanjo collected cow from Tinubu. I was filming. I went to go and call this man. And the man said, so who said this? It doesn't matter, it's relevant. Did you do it or you didn't do it? Papa said, yes, Tinubu gave him a cow, but there's a reason for it. Thank you. What is the reason, sir? I want to know. Because I want to see the full picture. I didn't just go around and bluffing my mouth. On top of that, the man is very, very older than me. He has more experience than me. He has a clearer picture of what is happening there. So Papa explained to me, we're having a Yoruba summit. We invite all the leaders of Yoruba land so that we can deliberate on our situation, on our circumstances. And we're going to have a meeting. The meeting, we're going to eat. So everybody contributed one thing or the other. Thank you. So everybody is going to be there. So everybody contribute one thing or the other. Some bring water, some bring pepper, some bring, because they're going to cook. And that's what happens why the cow came around. Is that it? Papa said yes. And that's what gave up to, I believe, Ibadan Confab. That meeting in Papa's house. So if you don't know something, you don't know. You don't know. We are sometimes not patient. Or sometimes we don't ask the right questions. Hello, sir. Or sometimes what you have in your head is what you want to believe. No matter what explanation someone wants to give you, you don't give a damn. Boy, Nick in Shojoro. Nick in Shojoro. When everything's settled and we're giving account of what happened, when, and how, then it will be better. You will learn a lot. We're not going to jeopardize some few things we're doing by telling you everything. We're not going to do that. But what I think we should do, we should learn, is to always be patient. Ask questions. If you ask me a question and I can prove who you are, I will tell you, I will talk to you. See? My brother is saying if you ask the right question, we won't be here. Sometimes you can ask the right question and still be here. I will tell you one story. And the story goes like this. I know of a young man that the dad and the mom, they met, they have a one-night stand, the woman become pregnant. Unknown to the woman, she went to church and they gave her a message that if you get pregnant, don't abort it. and the man is gone. So by the time the woman realizes she's pregnant, she's in trouble. So when the young man was born, she kept asking the woman, so how did you do it that you don't know where my father is? You don't even know the name of my father. Are you telling me that the gentleman is not asking the right question? Yes, he is asking the right question. But is it there? Is it where he is now? Yes, it's still in that situation. So asking the right question sometimes does not change things, my brother Ben. But the next step to taking the right steps, will save your life. Maybe if you take the right steps, then the people who are 60 years old now, 70 years old, even some 50 years old, what were they doing 10 years, 15 years ago? If they were making noise the way we're making now, with the help of what we have now, you see, now, the whole picture now, what is happening now, is the whole picture. Maybe things might be different. And Yoruba people has never been united against an invading enemy like this before. Yes, we're doing so many things because we want to get it 100% right. We can't afford to make mistake. We can't. We just can't. If you make mistake, there will be too much casualty in our hand. We don't want to do that. So we're dealing with situation of things the way we believe collectively that is better to do. I want to thank everybody for understanding things with me tonight. Because when we explain things, sometimes we can see. I had some few advice from some people. And some of the advice I had from them is, Mr. Heritage, can I tell you one thing? If anybody wants to support you, don't take 20,000, 10,000 people, 5,000 pounds from people. They will want to control you. 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 100 pounds from here and there is a better support for me than taking a big chunk of money. One of our brother who used to talk brilliantly, when Ashwaju gave him 20,000 pounds, it changed course. And the man will have been very useful. Maybe the people that gave me the advice are the people that were mentoring this guy, and they have seen how the man fell from grace to grass. Maybe that's why they said, we don't want this young man to fall. Let's advise him on time. And they did advise me. And I took their advice. So when they offered me a big sum of money, I said no. Because at the end of the day, you become miserable. They can never achieve anything with what is on hand. They can never get anywhere with what they've done. Always try to see the whole picture. If you don't know, you can ask. You can ask somebody like me. But if you call me and your profile picture is not showing you to do, I won't tell you anything. Because I know you can be anybody. One daddy called me today. Daddy, I'm sorry to use you as an analogy, but I will not tell people your name. The dad is from Kogi State. Or the dad is from Okun people. He's an Okun man. I had to ask Daddy so many questions, and I thank Daddy for answering me until I can prove who Daddy is. Then we became friends. Because the last thing you want to do is start giving out vital information to your enemy. You don't want to do that. If you know what these people were doing in the background, you'll be shocked. You'll be damn shocked. As part of what I was doing in the background, the people that were killing are gone. I have to speak to the family so that I can have first-hand information of what happens. Because I want to know. That is what is called investigative journalist. I have people on the ground in Lagos, that can send XYZBWKND. And they will go from places to places to find out things for me. But the only thing is that I will never let them travel by road. Because I don't have money for ransom. They will never travel by road. And on top of that, we start making sure that these people are secured. Even now, some of them, if they travel by road, and don't be here, they call up at there. A genuine issue. Because we're using our native security on these people. But if you don't know, you don't know. You don't know. What you don't know. And I said yesterday, people, which people are you referring to? No. I'm just talking generally, my brother. I'm talking generally. Generally, because I was trying to explain something yesterday. And what I was trying to explain yesterday is that someone wrote something on the comment and said, our politicians are to blame. And I said, no. We, you, me, I are to blame for some of our problems. So when I wrote so many things against Jonathan, and if you look at the full picture, if Jonathan did not step down at that time, there would have been a war anyway. But we would have been better off. How? Because Jonathan is in power. He can buy ammunition for us to fight these people. But now they're in power. Who's going to buy us ammunition? Unless we buy it ourselves. So that is the problem. And we cannot blame Jonathan because what he said, I remember very well. He said the blood of one Nigeria does not want him staying on as the president. The first time a sitting government will leave willingly in Nigeria. The first time. And you know what I said? Stop saying Showore. A lot of Naira stood against Jonathan, including Obasanjo. In short, all Nigerians. No, not all Nigerians. Some people. I will say it, sir. Because, again, you're making an ass of yourself. You're zooming things. you know what? Do you know how the campaign by Sahara Reporter started? Did you know how many of us in the diaspora were against Jonathan? And we're the one crying out now. Why you have a right to say what you want to say without finding out the facts? I have a right to say what I know for facts. Because you don't even know so many things. If you know anything, give me the surname of Dr. Paul. If you're for sure, I'm not against him. I would be okay. Otojara Egbe. Loro Baba Sunday go. Don't worry about him. I mean, so are you telling me now that Jonathan is not better than Buhari? Are you telling me? Who make things difficult for Buhari? For Jonathan? Who makes it? Who said, who is the head of Mayatiala? Who is the head? Who is the head of Mayatiala? I don't want to take calls now, guys. Okay. Hello?
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. You want to... That's it, sir.
It's to you and to the economy call. This is more important.
Yes, sir.
You don't know what you're doing, bro. You're doing this for everybody. It's a wake-up call. This is what we call clarion call.
That's true, sir.
You can't see you can't just be doing it on your own. We need to talk. People need to know the fact.
Okay, sir.
You made a statement as politicians are not to be blamed.
They are not the only one to be blamed. We are all to be blamed, sir.
Yeah, I was telling someone, whatever I told you, Shore did not start this agitation for the betterment of the country. He did it for his own purpose. In that Jonathan. I agree, Jonathan government was not the best. Because even Dave Farumoti or whatever, he said something which Farumoti, even if he didn't say it, everybody to hear, to and right sense is there, must be to see angel to you govern Nigeria as a country, because we are not a country. Regardless of anything, don't get about it. So the thing is this, when you have the likes of Shore and Co, don't bastardize government to one. Oh, you can't know my ready for consequences. This man, this very man doesn't have any good in stock. I want to tell you, people are Oodua Nation. So we are just fooling ourselves. We need solution now. We need to come out live. We need to speak up. We need to speak up. We need action. The election election can get True. We are nothing more with it. Nothing more with it. And thing value to my money, our politicians were not. This is the high time. It's about no corner. You know, something happened some years back. One of my already joined, which is being gathered.
You can hear Silla Lane. You can hear Silla Lane, sir. You select Wata Lane.
All right, sir.
As you do, Baba.
So, already official being gathered.
Yeah.
Gathered, why two Kotoshu. If you are London, one ó wá celebrate pé yàrá nígbà tó ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó post ẹ̀ sórí Facebook ẹ̀ wọ́n á ní ẹ̀gbọ́n ṣé ẹ̀ lójú tì ní àbí èrò ìpè òbá yín àwọn oníkèlú mi nítorí nǹkan tẹ̀ jẹ́ ẹ̀ dey destroy the whole family tí yín nìkan. This man spent 8 years ó dey squander the whole fortune state kan ẹ̀ dey sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ dey nítorí little change something that belongs to you. Téèyàn kan dẹ̀ tó dẹ̀ kó sápò ààrẹ ó wá fún ní ìrún tó ń gbọ̀n sílẹ̀ nítorí wípé ẹ jẹ́ court guy bá pa àwọn èèyàn. Ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn ti hit mi ní oṣù pẹ̀lú lórí Facebook ẹ̀ mo kàn rẹ́rìn-ín pé look at this fool. If I should tell you what happened to him now, he's suffering.
Wow.
He's suffering. Yeah.
It pay consequence.
That's
true, sir.
Everybody know my guy. You need that. Go to Bible, go to Quran. You don't need that. All of you are going to die.
Yes.
I almost also go now. All right, let me give you.
Share more Dr. Paul. That the surname starts with him.
Oh, no.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll let you go, sir. Yeah? Bye-bye, sir.
Right, sir.
Thank you. If anybody know Dr. Paul, the one that started Sahara Reporter, put it in the comment section. Okay. Let's see. K. Benjamin. I want to speak to Otumba Olabode Oseni first, yeah? Uncle, could you give me some time? I will call you back, sir. Yeah, please, yeah? Thank you, my brother. I really love you. Okay, let's go back to this caller. Let's go back to this caller. This is what I call the deception within. Hello, sir. How are you? I'm going, sir.
Well, Maria today discuss, which is making me giving me hope. Like I said, it should be
Benza.
not overnight.
Benza.
But you need to start processing that.
Yes, sir.
Because you'll be left with your business.
Okay.
There's nothing against anybody. Most of them, but you choose to do anything. You need to realize that the media world.
Okay, Ejeka contribution in sir. Your contribution on this one.
Okay, money have to join you back in your
Okay, then I'll call you back later on. Then join us back, and then I'll call you back later. Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll call you after this. I'll call you straight after this. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, Baba wants to talk at the moment, but I'm gonna try and speak to him because my conversation with him should be private. Okay, let's listen to this uncle. But the issue is that if care is not taken, we won't be able to discuss what I wanted to discuss and educate ourselves on. Because I want your opinion. This is what I believe in. So I want you to tell me what you believe in as well. Maybe I'm wrong. If you try and convince me, because now I'm trying to convince you so that you can see the bigger picture. Maybe I'm not seeing the bigger picture myself. Maybe you see better than me. Maybe you might be able to educate me as well. And there might be some people that we gain from what we're doing. Sir, okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello,
Kojú ìta sà àìpẹ́ mo máa ń gbádùn ètò yín so mo kàn ní kí mi ní gbà àkókò tó pọ̀ jù.
Yes, sir.
Nípa olóyè tí wọ́n lọ jó ilé rẹ̀ so ọ̀rọ̀ tí màá ti máa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ wà tí màá ti máa sọ lọ́jọ́ iwájú but right now mi fẹ́ kí olóyè kó ní ìrẹ̀wẹ̀sì àti pé nǹkan tí àwa náà bá lè ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìrànlọ́wọ́ láti má jẹ́ kó ní ìfàsẹ́yìn irú bọ́n ṣe jólé ẹ̀yẹn èmi bá mú wá bí àbá pé bóyá kí a sọ fún olóyè Ìgbòho pé kó lọ sí àkáǹtì Nàìjíríà ntaba ní kí ṣe kò compulsory èmi kàn ní lọ́kàn ìpè nǹkan taba ní tẹ́nibọ̀dì bá ní ká máa fi sínú àkáǹtì láti ràn án lọ́wọ́ nípa ilé ẹ̀tọ́ jó ó lówó lọ́sùbọ̀n kò àwa Yorùbá ló ń jà fún ṣẹ́gẹ̀tẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
So èmi fẹ́ mú bí àbá pé kó má dẹ̀ kó bóyá ẹnìkan ló máa control àkáǹtì ẹ̀ bóyá kó ṣí fún rẹ̀ àbí kẹ́yìn kan ṣí àkáǹtì fún Nàìjíríà èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan láti síwájú mo ready láti send 100,000 naira láti bí by sínú àkáǹtì yẹn ní Nàìjíríà tó bá ti ready ńbẹ̀ tàbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀yẹ̀dẹ̀ normal standards ni àbá ni mo mú wá o.
Okay. Ẹ ṣé sà, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún àbáyé.
Mo ti calculate ẹ pé tí 200 people èèyàn tàbí lè send 100,000 sí that's about 20 million mo ti calculate ẹ tó àjẹrẹ tó máa ní jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Okay. Ẹ ṣé sà, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún àbátẹ mú wá yẹn. Ẹ send the 200 ẹ kàn type 200 sínú WhatsApp message mi ẹ send this mi máa send the number máa send the ẹntẹ máa bá sọ̀rọ̀ fún yín ẹ̀bẹ̀ ni ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ bá ṣe máa yanjú ẹ̀ àmọ́ bá ṣe máa ṣe nínú Yorùbá Rescue Fund ṣe ti fowó síbẹ̀.
Ṣé mọ̀ mí mo fẹ́ wọ́n náà bí máa ṣe fowó síbẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n mi kì í ṣe online banking kí n má parọ́ fún mi ò like online banking rárá ilé ìbò ni wà ṣùgbọ́n mi like
that is not a problem.
fraud ti pọ̀ jù lórí CC.
Ní ìgbà tẹ́ pè mí yìí mo wo profile picture yín mi rí profile picture yín kí ló wà nínú DP yín kí ló wà nínú DP fọ́tò yín.
kò sí mi ní fọ́tò mbẹ.
ó yẹ kẹ́ ẹ ní fọ́tò mbẹ kẹ́ gbé t-shirt àbí logo Odùduwà sí kẹ́ ẹ wọ t-shirt Odùduwà níbi tẹ́ ń gbé nílùú bí tẹ́ ń gbé ẹ ra t-shirt nílùú yẹn tó kọ Odùduwà sí.
Màá ra t-shirt màá gbé logo Odùduwà sínú ẹ.
No, not just logo. So that people see you in that you're in support of this. The awareness will go better. Mo fi ọ̀nà lọ́rùn bẹ̀yìn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀.
Mo mọ̀ sá ó ní tí wàá ní di obìnrin jẹ́ fún olùṣèmọ̀.
Ẹ̀yin yọ̀lẹ̀ láyé àbí Sunday Igboho ni ẹ̀.
Ẹ̀yin nìkan ní the first person tí màá kọ́ pé lórí program mi tẹ́gẹ̀ tẹ̀. So mo máa ń lis ten sí program mi mo dẹ̀ rí pé program mi wà very intelligent ó dẹ̀ wà awareness ẹ̀ dẹ̀ wà okay gan. So ẹ̀yin ní the first person tí mo like jù tẹ́gẹ̀ tẹ̀ tí mo kọ́kọ́ pè.
No gbogbo àná la like because iṣẹ́ kan náà gbogbo àjọ ń ṣe.
Mo mọ gbogbo èèyàn pọ̀ àti doctor kan ní àti pastor kan ní America tẹ́gẹ̀ tẹ̀ gbogbo wa ni mo like ṣùgbọ́n mo ṣe ń gbádùn mo ṣe ń follow program yẹn sí mo ṣe like ẹ sí ṣẹgẹtẹ so mo ṣe sọ kí gbogbo wa ni àjọ ń ṣe gbogbo yín tẹ̀ ń ṣe yẹn Ọlọ́run adúró tì àti Kóìkì ni o àti Sister Dara ni o àti mi mọ a lot of them so mi
AY Citizen Ọ̀ṣàtọ́lá bàbá àròpọ̀ eré
Ọ̀ṣàtọ́lá so everybody they are playing their part so gbogbo àjọ ń ṣe náà ni so I like everybody mo dẹ̀ ẹ bá mi mo dúpẹ́ lọ gbogbo wọn pé fún ìgbìyànjú kí wọ́n jẹ́ kó rẹ̀ wọ́n.
Àkókò tí ẹ lè rè wá ibi tá a dé nísìnyí iná ti jó dé orí pópó.
So tí ẹ bá dẹ̀ ní kọ́ńtàtì olóyè Ìgbòho ẹ bá mi sọ fún wọn pé kí wọ́n má fi inú tán àwọn èèyàn tán ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ní Yorùbá.
Bàbá ojoojúmọ́ ni Sunday Igboho ń di fa. Ibi tá a dé nísìnyí a lè faralẹ̀ mọ́.
Then obìnrin kan sọ̀rọ̀ fóbìnrin.
Gbogbo àná la mọ̀ wọ́n bá mi jà lánàá.
At this time.
Wọ́n bá mi jà lánàá.
Torí tí wọ́n ti mọ weakness èèyàn.
Okay. Wọ́n bá mi jà lánàá. Lánàá nígbà tí mo sọ pé wọ́n káwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ fóbìnrin wọ́n ya ẹ̀ǹkọ́ àwọn obìnrin pọ̀ lórí ìkànnà yìí wọ́n yarí fún mi straight ni. Wọ́n sì yarí fún mi bìsìn.
Kóbìnrin má bínú ẹ̀gbọ́n kóbìnrin má bínú bàbá wa Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ ní Sàká àbí nìbàdàn ìjọba ìwà ọ̀rọ̀ torúkọ máa yẹn Tàfádé oyè or whatever obìnrin ló mú náà ṣe bá àwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣe bí obìnrin ló dín ní àwọn ọlọ́pàá mú intelligent ọlọ́pàá ara wọn wọ́n ní kó fẹ́ ó bímọ fún.
Ó bímọ fún.
Ó bímọ fún náà ó lọ fẹ́ lákànrán ó disguise lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin ọmọ náà rẹwà gan obìnrin náà fi mọ̀ báyìí náà àsọ̀ǹgbẹ máa sójà lára ń gbà yẹn ni àsọ̀ǹgbẹ ọlọ́pàá lára ni wọ́n tó bá fẹ́ bọ́ṣọ wọn ara wọn yá ń gbà yẹn ni wọ́n rí mú. Lákànrán bẹ̀rẹ̀ nígbàdàn.
a lọ wá bàbá padà wá nítorí pé a nídìí gbogbo agbára tí bàbá ló ń gbà yẹn a nídìí ẹ nísìn láti fi dábìrà because a gbọ́dọ̀ dábìrà.
So ẹ jẹ́ ká sọwọ́pọ̀ nǹkan tó wá fi lè ran olóyè Ìgbòho lọ́wọ́ àti àwọn tó wá ń dìjàgbara yẹn àwọn tí àwọn ń diaspora àwọn olè gbébọn bí a lè fò lọ́sọ̀ ní kíákíá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mo táwọn náà bá nípa ń bí ká máa fi ránṣẹ́ sí wọn ṣẹ́gẹ̀tẹ̀ láti máa encourage wọn.
wọ́n ní di mọ́tò láti lọ from A to B and tó bá fẹ́ contribute I will link you with the person who is in charge of that so that you can support.
Okay.
But still.
Okay sir.
Máa pè ẹ kàn send mi ní message kẹ fi 200 sí message yẹn so màá mọ̀ pé yín ni so màá lè pè yín padà.
Okay, it's okay sir.
Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́.
Okay sir.
Ọlọ́run God bless you.
Olúwa fún wa ṣe sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes sir.
I want to thank everybody who is on the platform. I want to appreciate you. My one and only Olori, thank you very much. We all talk mature. You know, there was a time I was calling you a woman and a man and a woman and a woman and you get angry. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you. This program is a failure. I got 56 of 277, so it's a failure still. So if you want it to pass, you know what to do, guys. I want to thank everybody who is here tonight. We just have to educate ourselves. We need to educate ourselves. Let me get my uncle back because I promised to call him back. My one and only uncle, one of my favorite. This gentleman will talk as often as possible. So I hope he's gonna answer the phone now. I believe it should be. I believe it should. Thank you very much. I've seen your message. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. No. Respect is reciprocal. Give me by respect. Mama respect me. Show ye. But just about to war you No. I will tell you one story, right? Do you believe? I don't know if any of you have a conversation with Oni of Ife before. Very respectful man.
Yes, sir. So, nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ sáré sọ ni pé ẹ make statement kan nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Sowore then márùn-ún ni tó wá pè lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Ìjà kọ́kọ́ pìkì kọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ wọ́n sọ ọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀.
Uncle, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ Sowore mọ́ nítorí pé number one, Sowore is part of us. That's number one. Number two, by the time we deviate to Sowore, we wouldn't get to where we're going tonight.
Okay.
So, and I really appreciate you for always on the understanding side. I really appreciate you, sir. You see, guys, listen, you'll be surprised by how many Yoruba celebrities supporting this movement but are not doing it publicly. Do whatever reason due to doing it publicly. Chat with Femi one-on-one or show. You talk mama short. Oh, you want to start trouble. Okay, so I'm disturbed by the reckless killing of Yoruba every single day in every African best, African first. I will talk to you afterwards. You understand? I will talk to you afterwards. I want you to believe that many people who our elders are doing a lot of things to make sure that they protect our lives, the life and property of our citizens back home. They're doing a lot. They're doing so much. Sorry, Okay, let's go back. Let's get back on track. I have one belief, and the belief I have is this: 2013, 2014, 2015. Do you know some Yoruba elders work on the project to make sure that Buhari is the one that gets to power? Some Yoruba elders work on it. They work on it spiritually so that Buhari can get to power. And when you ask them why at that time, they actually tell us that the only person who can split this country so that the Yoruba can start, they didn't say They didn't say more. So that Yoruba can start developing at the right pace. So that we can have free health care that we used to have in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s back. Because in the 70s, we have free health service in Yoruba land. If you're sick, you get malaria, you're not paying a dime. All the people in their 40s and their 50s, when they went to maternity, they did not pay a single dime. When they went to the hospital to deliver their baby. And in the 60s, they even give them food. The food powder, they gave it to them at the hospital to bring back home. And they were not borrowing money because they organized things. Did you know how much dairy products Nigeria imports? Over 1 billion naira a year. $1 billion a year. They import egg, cheese, milk, butter. All those are dairy products. Because instead of keeping the cows where they could be milk so that they can take their byproducts, the cows are in the bush. How can you take the machine to milk the cow to the bush to make it? 90% of the cow in Nigeria are not being utilized properly. Someone said to me that cow does not eat meat. Yes, cow does not eat meat, but cow eat beans. They won't eat beans naturally, but it's been processed with something else so that they can eat it. The same thing happens when you process the body. They eat it. I want to thank everybody on the show still. Thank you for listening to me. The only thing we need to do is to do things right. Do everything. Okay, they need 8 buses for the work. They need 8 buses for the work in Nigeria. That's what they need in Nigeria, 8 buses. But if you don't have a bus, you have a car that you can give to them. Don't say because it's a car you can't give it to them. Give it to them. Ajobeje oshedie lole. If 2-3 people give them one car and they give them the liberty to sell it, to use the money to buy a bus, so be it. So be it. People, you have, let me tell you what goes on in the olden days, yeah. You have a military person that carry gun. You rent a room to that military person that carry gun, and they're not paying rent. And you go and cause trouble with them. You will get into trouble yourself. Not just trouble, but into serious trouble. So that brings me back to that we cannot tell everything that happens how to open the public. Because these mixed people, there's Yoruba Fulani family. So where do you classify those people? I've had someone calling some few people counterfeit European. I'm not going to tell you who those people are. You understand? So we all need to do things, do a little bit of research, find out more about what is going on, speak the truth at all costs, know the facts, see the bigger picture before we rumble our mouth. Let me tell you what happens sometimes. I could understand it when a woman is rumpling their mouth, because when they find out that what they're rumpling their mouth for is not the way it should be. Jason, the man lives in the north. Right? He lives in the north. So many of us are gullible. Jesse, call me now in the studio. Call the studio. I'm gonna mute the thing and talk to you on a one-to-one. Jesse, call me now. Call me now in the studio. I'm expecting your call. Jesse, call me now in the studio. I'm expecting your call. Call me now. Let me talk to you. People will say so many things. They have the right to say what they want to say, because sometimes Mr. Liu is not Mr. He's a doctor. He's a doctor. But sometimes no, he only lives in the north. He's not a northerner. He's a southerner. He's a southerner. So what I don't understand is this: we all like to chat jargon sometimes. When you know a little bit of a little part of the story, you want to claim you know the whole story. You see the full picture. You know how I survived this. I talk to every Jik and Jari. I talk to everybody. I talk to every group. Everybody. I take information from that group, from that group, from that group, from that group. I combine everything so that I can see the clearer picture. And I'm still doing it. If I piss you off by telling you that we're not going to tell you everything, so be it. I'm sorry. But our security is more paramount than your being pissed off. If you want to get pissed off, if I want to get pissed off, so be it. As long as the Yoruba people get delivered. As long as the Yoruba people get freed. As long as the Yoruba people get out of this problem. You can call me names. As long as my people are delivered. As long as tomorrow there will always be Yoruba people in Yoruba land. Because that is the most important thing. I've seen people saying that troublemaker. Real troublemaker. I hope you're not keeping this broadcast to yourself only. I hope you're actually sharing with a lot of people. I hope you're copying the link and sending and forwarding the link to people so that they can hear the facts. The truth, which might be bitter. It might be bitter, but the truth still needs to be told. You need to tell the truth at all costs. Guys, if I tell you one story again, you will be shocked. I believe you. Wow. God bless you, sis. Okay, I'm sorry for that, guys. I need to keep an eye on what you guys are saying so that I don't want to ignore you guys. There are so many things we can do to move what we are trying to. True. The diasporans are still, so many of them are still supporting Buhari. So many. There's one guy that came to the studio sometimes ago before the 2015 election. He said, never articulated. This guy was arrogant about his things. I hope he has changed course by now, because he was a keen supporter of Buhari. He loved Buhari passionately. And I told him one day, I said, look, the guy you wanted to vote for has dementia. Are you still going to go and vote for him? And Buhari himself is a warmonger. He loves war. He likes to fight war. I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm just educating. We're educating ourselves. The boss of Miatiala, the trustee, the president of Miatiala, is President Muhammadu Buhari. What makes you think he's going to stop supporting his people? Is that not why they opened the border in night in the north? For every Fulani in every part of the world to come over. Do you guys know what causes the war in Central Africa? In Central Africa, do you know why there was a war in Central Africa? The same thing that they were doing in Nigeria now. That's what they were doing there then. In Central Africa. The same thing they were doing then is exactly what they were doing here now. And that's what causes the war. They were putting all their big people in big places. How many women will come out and fight like this woman in the east that went out in the middle of the night to kill cows? And you can hear a gunshot everywhere around her, and she doesn't give a damn. How many Yoruba women can do that? I know some few. How many men can do what that woman did? At least my uncle is coming out of his shell now. Let's speak to this auntie. I hope this beautiful face I'm seeing here is a lady. Hello.
Hello,
Ekalema.
Hello.
Hello, ma. Ekalema.
Yes, sir. Hey, Joe.
For a change, I get it right. Yeah, Mugboima.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Joe. Information nípa owó fún mọ́tò àti owó tí ilé
Okay.
Chief Sunday Igboho ni mo fẹ́ bí mo ṣe máa get and tẹ́ bá fún mi ṣó wà okay láti share pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn tó wà around me.
Yes, I believe there's a way. I believe there's a way they're doing it. In got my shenipe, I send it. I can type with 200 onto WhatsApp
okay.
and send it to me as a message. Then I will be able to link you up with the people who are in charge.
Okay.
Okay,
I will do that.
God bless you, man. Thank you. Àwọn tó ní kan ṣe nìyẹn. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní kan ṣe lè wà lórí kan náà. Àwọn kan wà, anything Yoruba Nation, they don't even want to hear about it. Yes. That's why they were able to pay them 1 billion naira for them to leave, because they import them. El-Rufai imported them before the 2015 election and trained them in Cardinal. And when they don't need them anymore, they abandon them. And then when they want to negotiate, they went to Miyati Allah. Miyati Allah. Miyati Allah. They said they pay the bandits 1 billion naira to stop the killing, but they refused to stop the killing. If it's Miyati Allah killing somebody, if it's headsman killing somebody, they're never a terrorist. But if it's someone fighting for their right, they class them as terrorists. Look at how double standard we have. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. I want to thank everybody who has taken their time to be listening to this, what we're saying together. Because we're discussing together. Jason, I was thinking you're going to call me. Or are you a grass on this platform, Jason? Yes, it is the same account with them. Yes, it is. It is the same. I don't understand why that feeling near originally nígbà míì. I don't understand. Why that lady originally? Thank you. Because Tabani originally, before we take a step, we think about it. Thank you. We have to find a way around it. How to educate ourselves so that before we say it, only sorrow only cause wala. At the beginning, I told you I appreciate the people that were in Yewa the other day. And I thank the people who are in Ondo State for the last few days that left there today. for the good work they went to go and do there. But you didn't hear it. We didn't show you anything. We're not going to show you. We're never going to show you anything. Maybe after everything, we might show you things. But why the whole rancoring is still going on? There's no point in saying things. Because there's no point. If you want the information about Sunday Igboho and the car thing, please send me a message. Just put 200 on a WhatsApp message, and we take it from there. I might have to verify you before I give you anything, because I'm not going to give out any information that people will use to truncate us. I'm not going to give it out to anybody. At 12:30 tonight, I have a repeat program I want to show you. An interview with Iba Gani Adams. It will be at 12:30 tonight. I want you to trust me on one thing. Thank you very much. If you need to support that Sunday Igboho and the vehicle they wanted to buy in Nigeria, please type 200 on WhatsApp to me and I will respond later on. Thank you for giving me the chance to dialogue with you. And I want you to trust me on this. I will never say anything that will come back and haunt me. I won't. Thank you. Rather, I will only say something that people will trust me more and more every day. Because ìbàjẹ́ ọjọ́ kan kò tán lógún ọdún. Ìbàjẹ́ ọjọ́ kan kò tán lógún ọdún. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank God as well for all you've done so far. Tomorrow is another day. I'll be back again tomorrow. I'll be back early tomorrow so that we can have a proper time tomorrow. I might have a guest tomorrow, and I think during the day there's a show during the day. I think at 4 o'clock. 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I think 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. UK time, there's a show. And we're going to talk about so many things. If you're new and you have not subscribed to the channel, please try and subscribe and hit the like button. If you're new, please type I on the chat for me. Let me say hello to you guys. Peter, the mess we are in, I see no conflict in that. Stop making it look like a competition. Competition with who? We're never going to be in competition because we're working on this together. Me, you, every one of us. People talking about it, people even looking, tuning in to watch. It's a hard job to tune in for a program and watch it if you don't have interest in that. Francis Oladipo, thank you. Wow, that was quick. Wasiu, you want to get into my trouble? You big brother, stop it. Bullswagger 80, thank you for joining. Thank you. And if you're on YouTube or Facebook and you're watching for the first time, just type I in the chat. The way forward is to be a little bit patient with us. Let's keep working the way we're doing it, because there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We're seeing things working out. We're seeing things turning around for our good. And we're not going to spoil that. We're not going to spoil that. Because things are working in the right direction. Soon you will see jail. Soon you will see OPC on the street. When we complete everything we're doing. Very, very soon. There will be time for action. On this note, I want to thank everybody so that I can go and relax before my 10:30 program. I want to thank everybody who has been part of this program. Oh, WhatsApp number is +44 734 123 4560. That's the WhatsApp number, sir. It's not that they're not there. Nigerian politicians, it's not that they're not there for their citizen. You've been paid for your service. That's why. That's why they're not doing what they're supposed to do. That's why we can't kick their ass. Yes, they are really fearless. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that is true. But technically, when did you start this? When did you start this? Joshua Ife, thank you very much. When did you start this? It's not even up to a year that I joined this struggle. Before April last year, most people doesn't even know what is going on. It was after April you guys started knowing when I joined. Before, they were doing it softly. But as soon as the internet developed things, they have more chances. They were able to do things more. We were able to do things even far, far more. God bless all of you. But don't worry, I can assure you, how could you type 234 when I said 200? What is 234, auntie? My sister, 200. Without you, I cannot be here. Without you guys, I cannot be here. But because you've supported this, I believe God will support your family too. You support the agitation, God will support your family. and Fulani herdsmen will never come near your family by the grace of God, Almighty Jehovah. We can do the donation towards the vehicle. If you send me 200, just type 200 on the chat. Yes. Okay, you've done that, yeah? So I will speak to them. We organize something for you because we have to do it in a coordinated way. Because if we don't do it in a coordinated way, we can get into trouble. And we don't want to send our money to Nigeria and the government just decide to swallow it. We want to make sure the money is used for the intended purposes, not the government using it to serve their own interest. I'll see you tomorrow by the grace of God. If you want to join, you can join me at 12:30 tonight, where I will be showing you that thing I said I want to show you guys. Before I go, listen to these beautiful clips that we have from yesterday.
Yorùbá àwọn ọmọ Odùduwà a sọ pé a ò ṣe mọ́, àwa ìran Yorùbá o a sọ pé a ò ṣe mọ́, pípa ni bí ẹni ń pẹran a ò ṣe mọ́, ẹ wo bí wọ́n ti ń bọ̀rọ̀ oko wa jẹ́ a ò ṣe mọ́, káwọn Fúlàní gbé ni máa béèrè owó a ò ṣe mọ́, láti máa fipá bá ní lò pọ̀ a ò fẹ́, ilẹ̀ Odùduwà la fẹ́, Nàìjíríà yìí kì í ṣe sí wa. Èyí ni láti ta gbogbo Yorùbá lólobó. Ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn Fúlàní wọ̀nyí a máa fi wọ̀ntú sínú omi fún àwọn màálù wọn mu? Ǹjẹ́ o tún mọ̀ pé àwọn Fúlàní wọ̀nyí kì í jẹran màálù? Ǹjẹ́ o mọ̀ pé bí àwọn Fúlàní wọ̀nyí bá pa ènìyàn tán, wọ́n á da iyọ̀ sí ara ẹ̀ kó lè jẹrà, wọ́n á sì fún màálù jẹ? Ǹjẹ́ o mọ̀ pé wọ́n á tún máa pa ènìyàn láti fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ rẹ̀ fún màálù wọn mu? Ìdí nìyí tí àwọn ọmọ òkè ògùn gbogbo kì í fi jẹran màálù. Ọmọ Yorùbá o, ẹ dẹ́kun jíjẹran màálù èyí tá à ń rà lọ́wọ́ àwọn Fúlàní wọ̀nyí gbogbo. Ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé àwọn Fúlàní wọ̀nyí a máa bá àwọn ẹran wọ̀nyí lò pọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìbáṣepọ̀ akọ sí abo, àti pé pàápàá okòwò tí wọ́n là ń gbé lárugẹ nígbà tí wọ́n sì ń ba ọrọ̀ ajé tiwa jẹ́. Ẹ wo bí wọ́n ti ń fi ẹran jẹ gbogbo oko wa nígbà tí wọ́n sì ń ba gbogbo wọn ọ̀gbìn wa jẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọn ò dẹ́kun àti máa pa gbogbo àwọn ọmọ ìyá wa gbogbo. Ọmọ Odùduwà, ẹ jẹ́ á ṣera wa lọ́kàn, ẹ jẹ́ á padà kúrò níbi òwò tí kò lérè. Ẹ fi màálù sílẹ̀ fún Fúlàní, ìkà ni wọn ò nífẹ̀ẹ́ wa dọ́kàn. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Odùduwà, èyíkéyìí nínú olóbó tá a bá ta wá lákòókò yìí, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi inú àti ìmọ̀ wa ṣe ọ̀kan, ká lè bọ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn agbénipa tí wọ́n ń pa ọmọ ìyá wa gbogbo bí ẹni ń pẹran. Ẹ wo bí wọ́n ti ń fipá bá àwọn ìyá wa àti àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa lò pọ̀ ní ọ̀nà oko, wọ́n sì ń fi ọ̀bẹ dú àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá bí ẹni tó ń dú ẹran. Yorùbá, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Odùduwà, ẹ jẹ́ ká pohùn pọ̀, àìrìnpọ̀ ọmọ ejò ní jọ́ mejò níyà. A ò fẹ́, ilẹ̀ Odùduwà la fẹ́, Nàìjíríà yìí kì í ṣe sí wa.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yorùbá.
So I'm gonna stop the advert. You must stop being decisive. Competition. I want to have a look. Okay, yeah, Marigo is very smart. Yeah, if you call him smarter, it's not a problem. That's why I say people see things differently. And why won't he be smarter? He's my brother. Very smart. You're not as wise as even me yourself. So go and sit down. Guys, good night and God bless you all. Speak to you later on. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the newly formed Oodua Nation.
Tàgbéga
síwájú.